numbers. Okay.
Damn it, 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 damn it! Blow, baby, blow.
But that's in my phone. Okay.
I was watching the trial of this Murdoch man that killed his wife and his son. Blow, blow. My phone is dirty. Look at how dirty it is. Because I was sweating yesterday. I was outside and my hands wet. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. I fucked up again. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. But something told me I'm watching the Murdoch murders. The old man, the guy that killed Nutty now pulled in. Look at that blue Nutty now pulled in. Oh, thank you. Nutty now, I keep fucking forgetting the time, and I keep having to back it up and back it up and back it up because I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry, guys. But anyway, are you guys tired? Because if not, then my battery is dying. I don't want it to die. Damn it, damn it! It's on my bed. It's so big. Nelly, I promise you, my bed is so big. All you have to do is go on my community wall, baby, and it'll show you my bedroom. It's right there on my community wall, my bedroom. Because everybody's saying that I was sleeping in when everything was going crazy, that everybody was saying that I was this, and that, and that I did that, and that, and that, and that. When that was not me. That was another Wanda Cruz. But I didn't know how many Wanda Cruzes there are in Florida. There are a lot. In Orlando, in Kissimmee, in Poinciana, in Lakeland, in Miami, in fucking St. Augustine, Fort Lauderdale, you name it, Tampa. Mm. Well, anyway, how you guys doing? What have you guys been up to? I miss you guys. I miss you guys, and then I forget so if I can get on camera. And then I forget to get on camera. Oh, if y'all want to hide out in the bushes today, y'all can, because we don't care. Like, we don't care. Y'all the ones who hiding in the bushes. It ain't us. But anyway, my ex-husband has done passed the motherfucking mind. He is so addicted to fucking weed that I'm scared he's in the other room. I don't want him to pick up on my live and hear me talking. But the thing about him is that he's addicted to marijuana. You know how people get addicted to heroin and cocaine? You know what? I never was addicted to cocaine. I did cocaine, but I was never addicted to it. I didn't have to have it. I would do it on a Saturday night. Or if I wanted to do it on a Wednesday night, I'd do it on Wednesday night and a Saturday night. I didn't give a fuck. My boyfriend had it all. My man had it all. My boyfriend, my husband, that was my first husband. This is my second husband. And forget it. He would tell me, "Go out with the girls. Go out with the girls." And why I take care of what was that? Oh, why I take care of the guys over here, and we would leave in a taxi. And what? I don't got no reason to hide from anyone. Amen. And on Nelly. Amen. Fuck that. See, I like people like that who don't give a fuck about what nobody else thinks. Me, I'm the person who I don't give a fuck what you know about me. I'll tell you the truth. When everybody was trying to dock me, I said May 11, 1965. I gave my address. I gave everything. The only thing I didn't give was my social security because I wasn't going to give my social security to nobody. That's like saying y'all don't exist. If you lose your social security card, get one fast because it's like you don't exist. And for me to get right now, I have to go to New York to get my birth certificate, and because I lost it. And they won't mail me one. You got to be there in person. So I got to go to 100 Center Street to the new courthouse across the street from the old courthouse, and I have to go there and go get it. Go get my birth certificate. So that's the reason I have to go to New York. Anybody want to go now? My blueberry muffin. Please come keep me company. I'm paying, damn it. Like I'm paying, damn it. Come with me. Come with me. We'll have the best time. I'm telling you, you'll meet a lot of my friends and they'll get you fucked up. And I'm not talking about drugs or cocaine or that, but if you want to smoke weed, you'll get all the weed you want. If you want to fucking go out to drink, we got I was gonna marry this guy, right? When I was young. I fell in love with him. He was older than me. And I fell in love with him. Like, I knew he was older than me, much older than me. I was 15, he was 19. And that was my first true love. And I'm sorry to say that in case my daughter's father's listening. But he was my first true love. They were white boys. And they were like no, we had Donna, we had Angela, we had about in the whole Puerto Rican group, we had about 17 white girls. Everybody else was black and Puerto Rican, Cuban, Puerto Rican, Dominican. They were all there. And if you guys come with me to my reunion, you can meet everybody there. And that would be great because Nelly, you kind of look like my sister. And you got that smile on your face, that cute smile. I love it. And come on, let's go. Shit, if I'm paying, let's go. I can get an SUV and drive and pick every motherfucking body up if you want it. But please, can't you fly into at least Orlando Airport? But for that, fly straight into LaGuardia. Your tickets will be at the counter. I promise you that. And you will have your cab waiting for you to meet you when I meet you right when you get to the door. And we will have a great time in New York because see, my father and me are on a lease in an apartment in New York, Manhattan, on 90th Street in Amsterdam. And it's a really big white building that when I was pregnant with my daughter, look at that, talking about my sister right now, that I said Nelly looks like my sister. And she just texted me and said, I'm going there in April. She must know I'm live. I'll be there in April, she said. My sister, when she said she's coming, she's coming. But anyway, I want y'all to come with me to my block reunion. I'm telling you, that everybody's cooking out, the music's loud, everybody's chilling, everybody's talking, everybody's reminiscing from the times when we fucking did our crazy shit. Like this time, this guy played me dirty, and me and my sister Dolores, we ran downstairs and put sugar in his tank. And then my sister pulls out a fucking knife out of her pocket and goes, "We're going for his tires too." And I was like, "You brought a knife?" I'm like, "Dolores, no." She said, "Fuck that," and boom, 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 and she fucking got all his tires. And because check this out, I had just found out that same day that he was married. And I was fucking on fire, fuming when I found out he was married. And then to find out that his boy Wilson was seeing this bitch that I can't stand, her sister and her, and that's why I slapped him in his face in her house. And she's like, "Oh my god, she hit him, she hit him, she hit him." Yeah, I fucking hit him. Yeah, I fucking hit him. I fucking smacked him so fucking hard because he went with her, I mean, with his boy Wilson to the same building I lived in on the 17th floor, and went and told them that me and him weren't together anymore. I was almost 2.5 months pregnant. I'm sorry, I had an abortion. I'm sorry. I was not gonna live with that man. And I love my middle daughter and my oldest daughter. I love them, but I wish I never met their father. I wish I never met him at all. If he would die right now, I wouldn't give a fuck. I wouldn't say nothing. Not a motherfucking thing. My other daughter's father died, and I felt so bad. But the thing about it, when he died, I was in the hospital bed in the emergency room, and they were just telling me that they had to operate me ASAP because I had something called sand that looked like sand on my right side. Now my left side is hurting me. And said I'm like, "What do you mean sand?" And they were like, "That's what it looks like, sand. We got to go in there and we got to get that all out." And I always tell this every time I have to have a surgery, please don't make no scars on my body, please. I beg you. And he's like, "I'll do the best I can." They always tell me we'll do the best I can. And they have always done the best they could. I tied my tubes and I got pregnant not even 10 years ago. And I had my tubes tied. I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 this is not happening." Mm-mm. But for my other daughter, the two oldest, their father was a motherfucker. Right now, he was deported to the Dominican Republic for stealing my child when she doesn't even carry his last name. She carries my father's last name. So I don't know why, but when I was pregnant with her, he was in jail. So he was called Sonny Coke. He was in jail, and I was so happy. I left his mother's house because it was a basement in New York. There's nothing but rats. And at night, when I used to sleep in his house, and he had a gun to my head, that all you heard was the rats. And I would be so scared all night. And then when I wake up in the morning, you see rat shit all over the blanket, all over the floor, all kind of shit. Fuck out of here. My father saw that he was in jail. My father, boom, got in his car, came pick me up. He looked at the fan that they had, a fan on me, a pregnant woman who has to have everything good. They had a fan, a big fan, and it was full of dust. I mean, so much dust that I couldn't breathe. And since he used to get paranoid when he got high, he broke his windows out and put fucking um plywood, wood, everything. He broke his windows out and put all that because when he got high, that motherfucker would fucking break everything. And there was one window that was only two windows in that whole fucking basement apartment. One in the room with the rats. They were all over the place. In the bathtub, big, big ones. I used to call my father and tell him, "Daddy, I'm coming home and I need to take a bath. I'm not staying here. I just saw the biggest rat and oh my God. And then his mother, she was a bitch, a fucking bitch. I told you guys about my first paranormal encounter. I hooked up my friend Maria with this guy, Eddie. Look, they still have children. They're old and everything, and they're still together. And um, I said, why don't we go over to my friend's house and so I can introduce you to them? And he was like, all right. And I saw him pack up powder, coke, and then I saw him packing up weed and all this shit. Now he knows I'm 2.5 months pregnant. I can't get high. Hey, Ali. Oh, hi, sweetheart. I love you. So I couldn't get high, but they could get high. So I said, fuck this, I'm smoking weed. And I smoked weed. And I told her, pretend that you're going to go roll the weed and let me light it real quick and let me smoke. And I said, pass it to him next, because that way he won't smell it on me. But this was my first paranormal experience. I went into the bathroom. I always carry powder. Like I I I'm like very, when it comes to hygiene, I'm very, very, like, I had to take powder with me, uh, everything. So if I peed, I would be able to put the powder on, dry myself, wash myself real quick, and put the baby powder on and make it smell good and do everything. I would do that. So I was peeing, and Maria, the guys went downstairs to get more coke. And when they went downstairs to get more coke, I was in the bathroom peeing, and Maria pulls in the bathroom and she scares me and she goes, "Boo!" And she took a picture of me. And when she took this picture of me, I told her, give it to me so I could show it to him. And he was already violent. The first day he met me, he smacked me in my face because I didn't want him to come in my house. But I'll tell you about that in a minute. But um, I'm like all happy to show him the picture, even though I hated him. And I show him the picture, and what you see in the picture is Maria in the mirror and a guy, a dark guy. He wasn't black, he was Dominican. And he had a red, and it was more like a pinkish red and white striped shirt on. And he was standing in that picture. And my daughter's father tells me, who's this guy? I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, that's Maria, stupid. And he's like, no, get over here. He grabbed me by my hair. I'm pregnant. He grabbed me by my fucking hair and told me, who is this guy? I'm like, what guy? And I didn't understand. And he grabbed me. He said, grab your purse, grab everything, we're leaving. And they had bought 2 8 balls. He gave 1 8 ball to Eddie, and he stole one. He took me to his house. His mother was a bitch. She was a witch, a bitch. So was my other mother-in-law. She was a witch. And they were both witches. And one from Dominican Republic and one from Puerto Rico. So those are the worst place to have voodoo done. But anyway, he's punching me, hitting me in the car, and he's smacking me, and I'm punching him back in the fucking face. So I'm not gonna say it from nobody. Nobody. I was like hitting him back, hitting him back. We get to his fucking basement, and he goes and he shows the picture to everybody in his family, and my pussy was showing. He's like, look, man, look at this slut, look at this hoe in Spanish. He was Dominican, Dominican. He was just Dominican, but he talked perfect English. He had his papers and everything. He lost all of that. So he fucking went and showed the picture to everybody in his house, and then he beat me up all night long while I fought him back. He kept beating me up the whole night long and telling his mother, but look, she's a slut, look at it, look at it. And she's like, yeah, there is a man there. I'm like, no, there isn't a man there. There is not a man there. And I'm like, you guys went downstairs to the second floor for 2 minutes. Why am I going to take the chance of you coming up one flight and that's the only apartment on that floor? Of course, they would be coming from here, but they weren't. There was no man here, but he wouldn't take no for an answer. So he not only did he show it to everybody, he beat me up all night, and until I started bleeding, and I said, yes, I'm gonna have a miscarriage. Yes, I was so happy. I had all white outfit on, and it was a maternity outfit, really cute. I had beautiful maternity outfits. All of our sisters, we have turned them down, down, down to each one of us. I had maternity jeans with the stretch, with white, um, um, beautiful blouses. I had the best maternity clothes ever. I'm telling you, trust me. I'll tell you why in a second. But anyway, um, Ali, oh, Ali, um, Blue saying hi to you. And this is me. So then, Natalie, don't you go. I'm like, Natalie, don't you go. I love you now. I love now. Listen to me. Where's my son-in-law? He needs to make a debut at least. He'd say, hello, mother-in-law. Because I love and adore you guys. Now, let me keep on going. He threw me. They had like a step to go into a wooden fucking living room that had these broken fucking poles in it that were going sideways and all kind of shit. And I wanted to fight his sister, not Marty. The fuck her name is, not Marty. Nancy. Sure, my sister Ruby. My sister Ruby is a fucking boxer. Ruby wanted to beat the fuck out of her one day. So anyway, what happened is that he threw me on the floor, and I asked his mother, give me water, because when I had white pants on, so it was an outfit, and I saw red, and I was saying, God, please let me lose this baby, please let me lose this baby, please, for the love of God, and God, I give you anything, my firstborn child, if you want it. Just let me not keep this baby. So then he took that, and what I did was tell him I got to go to the hospital and look. And he was like, oh, the baby. Oh, you've been throwing me on the floor, jumping on me, hitting me, punching me, and you didn't give a fuck about the baby then. I said, I hope that this baby does not make it. I told him. He said, I'm going to fucking kill you if that baby doesn't make it. I said, for you jumping on me? I'm like, wow, okay. And I'm a fighter. So my mother, I was leaving to go to the hospital, and I had my daughter with me, my oldest. And my mother, that's the times the phones were on the street, the metal phones. And I was calling my mother and telling my mother how to go to the hospital, what happened. And he was like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Man, tell your mother what a bitch and a slut you are. That you took a picture with a guy in the. I'm like, how can I take a picture with a guy? You were gone 2 minutes, 2 fucking minutes, and he made it all the way. They had a long apartment, by the way. I said he made it all the way to the other side and watched me pee, him and his friends, and go. And you coming out the door. Like, I'm gonna take a chance like that because I'm that fucking stupid, right? And what? No, Blue, you can't be stealing people's food and shit. Stop stealing my dinner. Blue, you better leave my son-in-law alone. All right? Stop stealing food. Don't steal his dinner. I love you, son-in-law. And your father-in-law loves you too. A lot, a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. So let me go on because Blue is stealing my son-in-law's food. I don't know why. I'm going to kick your ass. You keep lying. You leave my son-in-law alone, girl. But anyway, let me finish this before I forget. So I go to the hospital. No, I go to the phone, and those when the metal phones were out, and my mother said, hit him with the fucking phone in his face. And I thought about it for a second. I turned around and I just went, bam! I broke his lip wide open. He had to have 16 stitches. And he was a good-looking guy. He was tan, dark, like my daughter is, like a mixed child. But my daughter's not white and black. She's Puerto Rican and Dominican. So this motherfucker, nice to meet you, friend hubby. Son-in-law, nice to meet you, friend hubby. That's so cute. What? Actually, posting the one in the slab of her food. Leave his food alone. Don't do that. Daddy Blue's being really bad. She's stealing your son-in-law's food. It's like, he looked at me like with a mean look, like, what? Oh my God, that was the most funniest look. He went, But anyway, I busted his lip and he put a napkin over it. And he followed me to my mother's house. He did whatever he could do. He took all my clothes and threw them all in the front of my mother's building. My mother lived in a fucking all Jewish fucking community. And all these clothes, all my clothes thrown all over the front of the building. And we got cameras all over that building. Oh my God. For the love of God. That's when cameras first started coming out in the buildings. And you know how many times that man threw my clothes into my mother's street? What? I used her foot more than her. Mine. Blue, you better be nice to him. Mom, I am in bed. How can I steal his food? He's accusing you. I believe him. I'm sorry. I believe him. I'm sorry. I love you, princess. You guys are so cute. I love it. Yeah, that's how y'all men are. Yo, these men, and then he took the picture. Then he took me to the hospital. In the hospital, I was able to call my father. Now my father's coming. He's strapped. My father hated him. My father told me, why did you ever, ever, ever stop and look at him? Why? I'm like, Daddy, I don't even know. Daddy, please forgive me. I asked my father to forgive me millions and millions of times. Why my father had to knock him in the fucking floor. My father was short, built, stocky, and he didn't give a fuck. He was a fast one. He smoked his weed all day long. Did he offer me weed? No. So why should I offer him? Fuck that. No. Smoke your own fucking weed. He smokes an ounce a day. An ounce a day. How do you smoke a fucking ounce a day? I'll do 3 blunts a day, but not real fat ones. My hubby's sitting right here, right now. I'm thinking about when I was moving my food up. Why you want to know? You ain't getting none. I love my babies. You are not getting any of Nellie's food. Ay, Dios mío. Let me finish this so I can be finished with this. Tomorrow I'll tell you how he kidnapped her. You're going to be like, what? Yeah, he kidnapped her. And with a gun to her head and his head. He said, I will kill us both right now. But anyway, we'll get that tomorrow. Because I want to watch one Mindseat video. And I do. But anyway, so I told my father, meet me at the hospital. He met me at the hospital. I told him his mother didn't talk no English. She didn't talk no English or understand nothing. So I told the nurse, take me to the back alone. Don't let her come with us. And she's telling me, you want me to tell her to leave the room? I said, yes, have her leave the room. I need to talk to you. And she's like, all right, I'll tell her to leave the room. She goes, and I tell her, she comes back in, she goes, what do you need to tell me? I said, he's got a gun on him. He beat me up all night. I'm having a miscarriage. He will kill everybody in here. He doesn't care. Wait till you find out how I met him tomorrow. I'll tell you guys that story tomorrow. So be here, or be there, or be square. Listen to me. So then I tell her, he's got a fucking gun. He's been beating me up all night long. He told his mother, she's a hoe. I told her, give me a glass of water. He took the glass of water and threw it in my face. Yeah, with the glass and all. The glass splattered all over me. Oh my God. And a little bit got in my eye. It was bad. And when I get to the hospital, I told her, he's got a gun, call the cops. You know what she did? She went and told him, you better get out of here because she reported that you have a gun. What a fucking bitch, right? What a fucking whore bitch. And his mother comes running back in the room saying, she's leaving with us in Spanish. I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not leaving out of here. If I leave out of here, I leave with cops on my father. And boom, my father walked in the room and I was like, Daddy. And he's like, where the fuck is he? Where is he? And the cops were like, no, man, sir, you can't take the law into your hands. And just let us find him. Wait till you find out how I got him arrested. I started dating this cop, this big built cop. I dated so many guys. Didn't mean I gave him my hoo-ha or showed it. I dated. I went out to dinner. I went out to walk Central Park. Those are dates. You don't have to have sex to have a date. And I did though. I love you guys. I was never uh, a whore or nothing. Thank God. My father raised us right, that we raised our children right. And I'm so proud of my girls. And I thank God every day that God let me have. My girl, like I tell you, my girls are not like, what's up, bitch? Oh, I'm coming in your chat to fuck with you. No, my girls will come in and say, hello, how are you? It's nice to meet you. They'll be like, they're white girls. White girls that throw down. Hmm. My daughter wanted to go fight Bam. And I had to talk my daughter out of it. Yeah, Bam. I told my daughter, Bam is good sometimes and Bam is bad sometimes. But this is one thing. I always hate her, but I always love her. Bam knows that. Bam knows that I love her. She knows, and Sakina knows that I love her. Sakina knows I do. I don't give a fuck when nobody says I love Sakina. I love her. She makes me laugh. She makes me laugh like no other, and I love it. And I love going in there. So much fun. I have so much fun when I go in there. But Nelly, you were in there, but I was somebody else because Sakina can't see me under that account. She blocked me, so I have to go into another account. And I come back as Wet and Wild. I come back as Wet and Wild on Sakina's chats. That's why you weren't able to see me. I think you were confused. But anyway, let me finish telling you what happened. So the bitch wanted saw him, so he dipped out. My father comes in. Where the fuck is he? And my father told his mother, if your son puts his hand on my daughter again, I'm gonna kill him. And my father said, I'm not playing with you. I'm not lying to you. I will kill his father. I will kill him, and I will kill you. Bro, my father meant that shit. And then my father, when I got out of the hospital, I had a miscarriage. God is good all the time because God knows that if I didn't have that miscarriage, I would have had to deal with him for the rest of my life. The reason I don't have to deal with him the rest of my life is because he followed me to Florida. Yeah. And guess who told him where I was at? After 3.5 years. After 3 years, I was still paranoid. I was still looking behind me when I moved to Florida. But when 3.5 years came, I stopped looking behind me and I was, dressing like the bomb, going to the clubs, having fun. And my stepsister, because she couldn't do it because she was fucking stupid, and her husband was always the counselor. Oh, don't get high. Don't do weed. It'll always fuck with you. It always leads to something else. It's fucking 12:30 at night. I got people in my house. Who gives a fuck? We're getting high. And he lives right across the street. He's like, do you want me to come over and talk to you about it? No, I want to get high. I want to drink. Fuck you. We can talk some about it later, but not right now. Because I threw all the best parties and everybody came from the club with me. I used to bring 11, 12 people in my house back with me. I used to pay the bartender. We had two bartenders, Alfonso and Todd. There was a big bar in the bottom, a big bar in the top. And in those, that was Images, this club called Images. And what I used to do is pack a bag of Coke for Todd and one for Alfonso. And I used to go to each and every one of them put if I had a fucking red dress on, I had red heels on, I had red nails on, red lipstick, blonde, short, curly hair, like Marilyn Monroe's hair. That's how I wore my hair. And I can still wear it like that. And I loved it. And Well, you have to let me know. Yes. Well, let me tell you, I'm taking you girls with me. Y'all gotta meet all my friends. If I gotta rent an SUV and pick you all up, oh my God, I will do it. Or I have a man do it. I'll have somebody do it. And I'll go to whatever's closest between all of us. And I mean one that don't have beds in it. Bunk beds and a big bed, and we can all get drunk and throw ourselves and then end up with the boat at Gilligan's Island and we lost and Mirgal lost and what the Mirgal lost. If it was for the captain and his fearless crew, his crew was fucking Gilligan. That was his own crew. But anyway, I would love to do that. Renner, Avi, and go pick you guys up, please. It's easier for me to pay for a fucking ticket than it is for you guys than it is for me to go drive all that. For me to get from here to New York is 1,000 miles. The other day I heard in Bam's chat, Sakina was telling her that somebody else was saying that bitch said it was that she could do a mile a minute. It is a mile a minute. When you go, it's a mile a minute in a car. It's a mile a minute. If you're gonna do a mile, you're gonna do 15, 20 minutes. If you're walking, if you're gonna do a car, you're gonna be there in 7 minutes. But anyway, don't go, Bloom. Nelly, let me finish real quick. So my father took me to his house. And when I went to my father's house, I'll tell you about the rest tomorrow. You guys are tired. I know it. I'll tell you the rest tomorrow. I'll tell you how he kidnapped her. I'll tell you the other part, and you guys will be good. All right? So, because I want you to know how he kidnapped her, how he made false phone calls to Texas. So the police thought that he was going towards Texas. Meanwhile, he was going to Philadelphia. And what makes me so mad is that there was an Amber Alert from my daughter, and they knew it was a little girl. They knew she looked black. They knew her father looked black, and his nephew. They knew they were looking out for a black child with a black father and a black nephew. They knew that's what they were looking for. And sure enough, this cop stops them on the highway because they were going so fast. And motherfucker, he fucking went and stopped them and gave them a ticket, seeing the baby in the back of the car. Seeing the baby in the back of the car, knowing there's an Amber Alert from my daughter. You piece of shit of a motherfucker. I'll tell you about it tomorrow. One night the way in Chicago. You never respond to my. I never got your email. You know what? Do cruelstarja@gmail.com. Use that one. Cruelstarja. Use that one. Because I'm looking for your email. Tell me, I've been looking for your email. I have. I never got it. I swear, I promise, I promise, I promise. Nelly, what you doing? Why don't you come over here and have a couple of drinks with me by the pool? Come on! Where's Blue? Where's my blueberry muffin? I know everybody's tired. I need to know if I have the right email on you. Cruelstarja. Try Cruelstarja. If by tomorrow it doesn't have it, I'll go into my with my IP addresses and everything, and I'll give it to you. Okay? Just in case I'm leaving out a number or something. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I will find it for you tomorrow. Okay, baby? So, Blue, I love you. Can you say goodnight? No? Nelly, I love you. Thanks for coming. Come tomorrow because I want to tell you the story of how my daughter got kidnapped. You're going to be like, what? I've been through so much in my life. I had two brothers shooting at each other just because of me. Trying to kill each other, two brothers. I played both of them. There's Blue. Night, Night Blue. Night Blueberry. Night Nelly. 3, 2, 1. Mwah! Peace out.